what's up? Tracy here. Oh, you guys caught me inside today. It's been raining the last 3 days here. It's pretty dreary outside and not really wanting to go outside. Got a lot of stuff I need to get done here in the seed starting room today. But anyway, guys, I do have a cool video for you this week. If you guys caught the little teaser there on Instagram, you did know that we did finally get the beds built out in that 20 by 100 all metal tunnel kit, which I am calling tunnel number 2. You guys kick back, grab something to drink, and watch the video. Oh yeah, just a reminder, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the video, and share the video with any of your friends that are interested in any type of gardening or heck, just sitting around watching me do funny things. Guys, enjoy the video and I'll talk to you next week. Thanks. Alright guys, it's the next day, and as you can see in the background here, I've got all my friends and some family here, and we're loading up the compost in these 5-gallon buckets, and then we're taking them in, and we are going to start making the beds right now. We had a little bit of rain yesterday, so the ground is a little bit muddy. Compost is a little bit wet, but I'm sure we'll be okay.
Know your food, know your farmer. It's only going to get worse.
Huh?
Not going to get any better. At least not anytime soon.
Okay guys, now we're back inside the high tunnels. You can see here we've got the beds laid out with some of that concrete string, and the guys are actually dumping the 5-gallon buckets of compost in here. It's a little bit muddy in here, but that's to be expected with the rain that we had yesterday and the snow we had last week. Even with the drainage outside, that's why I always emphasize make sure you watch your drainage where you're going to put your tunnels, because that's going to be very important on how the water sets inside of here. You can see how it kind of bleeds in. So that's something I'm going to have to keep my eye on. But I'm not too concerned about that. Here, when it dries up a little bit towards the summer, I'm going to go ahead and redo the ditch outside, so that'll take care of that. But as you can see in the background there, Brent is actually dumping the compost onto where our beds are going to be, and that is what's going to build our high mulch deep bed system here. I've got pretty good topsoil here anyway to begin with. We don't start getting into clay till we're down to about a foot and a half deep, so I've got good topsoil here. So all we're doing is basically putting the 5-gallon buckets in here. We're going to rake this flat as you've seen me do before, and then we're going to plant directly into these composted beds. As you guys can see, this goes pretty quick when you got 3 or 4 people. You got a couple people shoveling and 2 or 3 people dumping compost. You can get this done pretty quick. We haven't been here maybe 45 minutes, and we've almost got 5 50-foot beds built. That I'm using here, what I've made is I've took a piece of 3/4 inch PVC pipe, and I just set this at 30 inches. And the reason why I use 30 inches is because a standard market garden bed is 30 inches wide. By no means is this the textbook or what you need to make it as. You can make it as short or as wide as you want. I use the standard 30-inch beds because it's something I can stand over the top of and plant lettuce or plant any kind of crops into. As you can see here, I've got it cut to the 30, and I've got it written on here so it reminds me that this is a 30-inch stick. I've got 18, 16, and 12-inch widths on this stick, and these are for walkway or for planting, anything you want to use. We do a standard 18-inch walkway here. That gives me plenty of path that I could walk and carry totes or anything like that I need to into this high tunnel to do some harvesting or seed starting trays to plant with. Edge of my landscaping fabric right here to my first stake is 30 inches. So I know this will be our first bed. So we've got buckets of compost here ready to go. We're going to dump this compost, and then we will have our standard 16 to 18 inch path here, and then we'll move the string over and just piggyback each one of them, and then we'll set our beds from there. All right, guys, we are officially finished with all this compost. We've got 10 50-foot beds of compost laid here. You can see that. So now what we've got to do is we're going to take a little bit of a lunch break, and then we are going to come back and reset these strings, and then we're going to grab a rake, and then we're going to rake these smooth, put the amendments in it, and get it ready for planting. I recommend if you guys could get some friends to help you out with this on a weekend, that would be awesome. This went pretty quick. We actually got all these beds done in probably less than 2 hours, which is pretty amazing. All right, guys, it's just me left. Everybody went home for the afternoon. We really killed it today. Got all these beds put in. I'm grateful to have such great friends that I can lean on when I need a little bit of help to get these jobs done. But so what we've got left to do is to finish these beds out is I've got to get my rake, and I'm going to rake these beds flat. We'll start off with this center bed here where I've already got my strings still left here, and what I'm using those strings for, I'm using those strings as an outside boundary from side to side. So when I level that compost out, I can use those strings as a visual guide, and then I will come back and set up the strings on the beds, and then I will pour wood chips in these walkways. Good afternoon, actually kind of relaxing. Put a podcast on, like New Trip Farmer Radio or something like that. Listen to it in the background while you're doing work. This is why those 30-inch beds work out so good, because you can actually straddle these beds comfortably and plant down into these beds and then work your way down. But anyway, guys, I think this is where I'm going to leave this one. As you can see, I've got a lot more work to do, so I've got to get busy. Make sure you guys stick with us. The next video, we're going to get into putting some landscape fabric down to get some stuff planted in the ground. And just keep watching us grow. Thanks, guys. I'll see you on the next one.